Let me make this shit clear. I'm a player by design. Multiple women, one agenda. No attachments, no apologies. If you deal with me, understand the contract. I execute.
DJ Urban T.
It's a player life. Baby, forget the hype. Late night, same rules, I don't live that life twice. I ain't looking for love, I'm just here to play right. It's nothing but a player life, yeah, player life. Player life, yeah, player life. Yeah. It's 2004, that's the era I'm in. Walk in the club like I own this bitch. Scan the room slow, yeah, I'm choosing quick. Confidence loud, I don't hesitate. Eye contact strong, I decide her fate. Buy one drink, that's pocket change. Return on attention, I profit from gain. Get the number fast, then I pivot smooth to the next, like I got shit to prove. Same method, different faces, same damn script. Homies running the exact same shit. We don't beg, we don't chase it. We select, replace, erase. Phone blowing up, that shit stay lit. Different women, same damn script. This ain't love, this discipline. Cold hearted hustle, I'm living it. It's a player life. Baby, forget the hype. Late night, same rules, I don't live that life twice. I ain't looking for love, I'm just here to play right. It's nothing but a player life, can I play it? Baby, forget the hype. Late night, same rules, I don't live that life twice. I ain't looking for love, I'm just here to play right. It's nothing but a player life, can I? Brunch with a flight attendant chick, drinks with a nurse. Late night link, any skirt gets word. Separate stories, separate lives. Never mix names, never cross lines. I don't chase feelings or trigger reactions. Tell just enough truth to keep the shit active. She call it connection, I call it control. I read her insecurities, play my role. Pull back slightly, now she stressed. Scarcity tactic, now she obsessed. They want titles, I want access. They want loyalty, I want practice. I don't give a fuck about fair or right. I give them attention and ghost at night. One thing she's special, I let her believe it. One thing I'm honest, I strategically seed it. Tell her she different, whisper it slow. Same damn line from an hour ago. Yeah. From an hour ago. It's a player life. Baby, forget the hype. Late night, same rules, I don't live that life twice. I ain't looking for love, I'm just here to play right. It's nothing but a player life, yeah. Baby, forget the hype. Late night, same rules, I don't live that life twice. I ain't looking for love, I'm just here to play right. It's nothing but a player life. Met her Friday night, tension in her stare. I knew what she wanted before she got there. Leaned in close, voice low, precise. Whispered the right shit, temperature rise. Read her weaknesses, mirror tone. Made her feel safe like she finally home. Told her she read, said I don't do this often. Planted that seed, now her guard's softened. Pull back once, let desire build. Psychology working, ego fulfilled. Touching and kissing, tension ignite. Undressing slow under dim ass light. I set the pace, I decide the lane. The moment lasts long as I feel the strength. When I'm done, no aftercare. She drift off quiet, I'm out of there. It's a plan like baby, forget the hype. Late night, same rule, I twice. I ain't looking for love, I'm just here to play right. There's nothing but a player that I love. Baby, forget the hype. Late night, same rules, I don't live that life twice. I ain't looking for love, I'm just here to play right. Nothing but a player life. Hours pass, mission complete. Sun coming up, back on my feet. No cuddle talk, no breakfast vibe. By exit smooth, ego satisfied. Phone blowing up, days later she pissed. Long ass voicemail, feelings twisted. She say I used her, call me cold. Oh well, I came just to play her. That's how this shit unfolds. Baby, forget the hype. Late night, same rules, I don't live the life twice. I ain't looking for love, I'm just here to play right. It's nothing but a player life, yeah. I said I'm a player. That wasn't a phase. That was the warning. No feelings negotiated. No futures discussed. I don't chase closure, I close chapters. I was intentional, not honest. Don't confuse the two. I move how I move. I take what I take. No regrets filed, no apologies issued. I got what I wanted and I don't fucking wait.
Yeah. You ever lose so much you stop feeling it? Then one day the blessings hit like a fucking hurricane. Yeah. I'm in that chapter now. I'm on the ride of my life. Hey. I'm on the ride of my life. I'm on the ride of my life. Everything try to bring me, I told that shit not quite. Took every L, turned the pain into my highlight. Now doors open up for me like come inside. I'm on the ride of my life. Yeah, the old me's dead, I ain't looking behind. All this success got me feeling divine. Fuck what they think, I was built for the climb. Had some fake friends say they'd always stay down. Next week acting like they barely came round. People love you when you up, when you sink they drown. So I cut the snakes early, I don't play with clowns. All these late nights stressing, trying to make ends meet. Now I'm eating real good, something like a king's feast. Took every punch life through, stayed on my fucking feet. Now I shine so bright, even pain looks sweet. Haters talking but they whisper now. They ain't built for what I walk through, different style. I'm chosen, I'm focused, I know this now. They doubted, I rose and I own this now. All that heartbreak, all that fear and trauma made a man out of me, not a runner. And every closed door just brought me another. Now I'm done stressing, I'm blessed like a motherfucker. I'm on the ride of my life. I'm on the ride of my life. Everything try to break me, I told that shit not quite. Took every L, turned the pain into my highlight. Now doors open up for me like come inside. I'm on the ride of my life. Yeah, the old me's dead, I ain't looking behind. All the success got me feeling divine. Fuck what they think, I was built for the climb. Now I'm waking up peaceful, no drama near. Had to cut off weak energy, keep my mind clear. Now the love I get real, yeah the vibe's sincere. Ain't no fear left in me, I'm the one they cheer. Got family depending on my next big win. Got angels protecting me from more fake friends. Used to pray for these moments every damn night then. Now I live every blessing like amen again. Won battles I ain't mentioned cause it's none of they biz. Took kids that would've folded less of men where they sit. Now I'm rich in my spirit and I'm rich in my grit. Fuck the past, I'm alive and I'm built for this shit. Yeah, I've been running through hell just to touch this light. Had to lose my heart just to get it back right. Had to cut off people who ain't treat me right. Now I'm up, way up out of sight. I'm on the ride of my life. I'm on the ride of my life. Everything tried to break me, I told her shit not quite. Took every L, turned the pain into my highlight. Now doors open up for me like come inside. I ain't looking behind. All the success got me feeling divine. Fuck what they think, I was built for the climb.
Welcome to the lounge, where we challenge accountability. I'm Urban, and we don't do surface talk here. We use emotional intelligence. Thought-provoking, mind in motion. Truth be stirring, deep emotion. No filters, no faking. This here, thought-provoking. Every beat a question, every bar a lesson. I turn the mic to a mirror, life's a session. Urban in the mix, soul and intellect blend. We ain't just talk truth, we set trends from Dallas to the world. We break that ceiling, no clout, just facts, that's the real feeling. Thought-provoking, mind in motion. Truth be stirring, deep emotion. No filters, no faking. This here, thought-provoking. Trap drums drop, but the message don't fade. Every thought sparks like a hand grenade. Faith, pain, love, and drive all collide, that's how minds revive. All collide, that's how minds revive. Thought-provoking, mind in motion. Truth be stirring, deep emotion. No filters, no faking. This here, thought-provoking. Mind open wide like a city skyline. Every topic shaped by design, the urban lounge where ideas ignite. Late night thoughts under podcast lights. Every episode of thought design, the urban lounge where iron sharp iron, we build from the ground like truth rewiring. Can't fake what's felt when the mic's ignited. If you listening now, you already invited. Thought provoking, mind in motion, truth be stirring, deep emotion. No filters, no faking. This here, thought provoking.
Warning, the following image and or content may be disturbing, offensive to some viewers. Viewer discretion is strongly advised. Real quick community guidelines before we start the show. Now I want y'all to know that this is a space for respectable, thought-provoking conversations. We encourage intelligent discussions, different viewpoints, and respectable debates. Disagree if you want, but do it with substance and respect. Self-promotion is not allowed. This is not your billboard. Links, spam, and promotions in the comments or in live chat will be blocked immediately. Distasteful trolling, insults, or bad faith behavior will not be entertained. You will be blocked and banned. No warnings, no back and forth. Finally, y'all will notice that the subscriber mode is on. It is only for 5 minutes, y'all. 5 minutes. That way we can protect the integrity of the show and also protect the integrity of people who actually want to comment in the comment section faithfully, all right? We're here to think, challenge ideas, and grow, and not derail the conversation. If you're here in good faith, then I welcome you. Y'all enjoy the show. Salute everybody. Welcome to the lounge. Welcome to this evening episode of the Lounge. I am Urban. Appreciate you so much for tuning in. We got another good, exciting episode that we're going to want to share with you on this evening. This particular content been trending a lot in the Red Pill and Manosphere spaces, and so I wanted to uncover it over here at the Lounge because I want to get y'all perspective on this. I have seen this cover on other shows, and they did panels talking about this and all kind of stuff. So I believe that this will be a really, really good topic for us to investigate over here at the Lounge, so we can give our thought-provoking commentary and thoughts and perspective about this, you know what I'm saying? So if you're here for this, I welcome you here to the Lounge. Man, let me tell y'all something. The weather is terrible here in Texas right now. I mean, like, terrible. It is like storming, like really, really bad right now. Even as I speak right now, there's lightning and everything, man. It is, it's crazy. It's really crazy out there. So those of y'all who are in the great state of Texas, or you're in the vicinity of Texas, or you're dealing with bad inclement weather, I want to encourage you to make sure that you're being safe out there, especially if you're driving in this weather. Make sure that you're taking care of yourself and stay safe. The reason why I'm saying this is because I was out there earlier driving in this weather, and man, I literally had to pull over my car a couple of times just to wait for the weather to subside so I could continue my journey or getting back home and be able to do this show for y'all. All right. So once again, make sure y'all are safe out there. All right. Also, speaking with the state of Texas, I had covered earlier today about the voting results with Jasmine Crockett. If you didn't catch that episode of the podcast, I encourage you to go and revisit that show after this show, of course. All right. So other than that, thank y'all so much for tuning in. Do me a favor, y'all. Do me a favor. Now, I'm even though y'all may see at the bottom of the screen that I have a Cash App right there, you know what I'm saying? I'm not the type of content creator that try to make people donate to the channel, where, you know, donate a Cash App or Super Chat, but it is regularly there available if you choose to do that. All right. So I don't push that at all, period. But however, one thing that I do push over here is that I simply just want you to thumbs up the video. That's it. It's that simple. That's since you're all watching on the vertical live tonight, all you got to do is double tap your phone screen. That's all you got to do. Just double tap your phone screen. If you're not watching from your mobile devices, if you're watching from a laptop or MacBook, wherever it is that you're watching from, right? All you got to do is hit that thumbs up and support the channel. That's all I ask. All I ask. Because when you do that, it let YouTube know that you want more of this thought-provoking conversation. And also, a lot of my subscribers, they've been saying that they have not been receiving notifications when I do go live on this channel. All right, because a lot of people think that I just do shorts and community posts and that's it. No, I don't. I do way more than that. So the best way for you to catch a live stream show is, first of all, doing this. Tapping on the screen or hitting that thumbs up button on your computer or whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's the best way. And also subbing up to the channel as well too and setting your notifications. All right? So enough with the house rules. We are here. And we first get into this content. All right? So tonight content, we're going to talk about we're gonna have a conversation. All right, we're gonna have a conversation about this young lady. She was on a podcast episode, and she have a certain dating requirement for men. Okay, so we're gonna want to react to this video. I'm curious to want to know how y'all feel about this. The things that she's gonna say. Now, once again, I've been on other channels, even on some panels and stuff too, where they literally had a debate talking about this too. And so when I was having these conversations, I really couldn't give a lot of input about it because back then I didn't watch the commentary on this. You know what I'm saying? But now we're going to break it down over here at the lounge. All right. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the song content. Like now, see you in the building. 777 Matt Dude, so with it, bro. See you in the building as well too. And shout out to everyone else who are either viewing this in the bushes or you're catching the replays. Shout out to y'all. Salutes. Let's go ahead and get into this main content for the hour. All right. So this is who we're going to talk about. All right. We're going to talk about, I believe her name's Aisha, if I'm not mistaken. We're going to want to react to the things that she said on this episode of this panel show. All right. So let's get it.
Yes, it's me.
How you doing?
Here, finally. I'm good. How are you guys?
Very good.
Good. Friend of the show. So I knew Ayisha. We have obviously a very good mutual friend, Mike, and I knew her for a very, very long time. So man, it's conversations that I think is interesting to have. But first and foremost, thank you for joining us. Greatly appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
And for somebody that may not be familiar with you, like what would be the best way to describe? I think as far as you've been an influencer before there was a word influencer, you played a major part in the New York City nightlife vibe when it comes to like the bartender aspect of things.
Yes.
Like you've seen that online entrepreneur, like, you know, you've kind of worn many hats, but how would you describe yourself for somebody that may not be familiar with you?
Honestly, I think I've done it all. I've done it all. Went from videos, magazines, as people call it now, influencer, bartender. I've done it all, which is so crazy. And I'm still in that world, luckily. So
let's get to it. Let's not even waste. The name of the show is Blackout. Let's not even waste any time. The bartender era was a crazy era. What's the craziest thing? Because I've heard stories of guys that, you know, have purchased watches for bartenders, have come with $20,000 in cash to the bar. Like, what's the craziest thing that somebody has done to try to get your attention?
Honestly, we don't even consider it crazy because it became like a normal thing.
Oh, okay. Tell us about these simps. Go ahead.
It just became normal. Like, we expect you to come with 20, 30 grand and blowing on us.
Oh, wait. Well, you expect somebody to come with $30,000.
If you see that's what's happening at my bar every time I work, I'm expecting you to come through with the same type of energy.
Attention. Yep.
So I mean, at first it was like, oh my God, it's amazing. This is crazy. We're making this type of money. Nobody else in the world is making that type of money as far as like nightclubs, you know. And it was just such an amazing time. It's still happening, actually. But you wouldn't understand it unless you actually work it, how easy it is and how often it actually happens. It's not like one time a year. It's very often that $30,000, $40,000, $60,000 is being spent at particular one bar. And
can you walk us through how this works? Because I think a lot of people, this is a New York thing, really, because a lot of people are familiar with strip club culture where people spend a lot of money in the strip clubs, but a lot of people can't understand why a person would come to a club and go to a bar, because you're not going to drink $30,000 worth of liquor and literally just give a bartender $30,000. Well, walk us through that process.
I think that they come through. They not only showing up for the bartender ourselves, but I think they do it mainly for the people on the outside that's looking in and watching them. A lot of them want to keep up an image of they have that type of money. And they actually don't, sadly.
Is it insecurity?
They really don't have that type of money.
Interesting.
Is it insecurity?
I wouldn't say insecurity, but I feel like they need to spend a certain amount of money to kind of show everybody else that they're the top dog, kind of.
Gotcha.
Sometimes it don't really even have to be the girl necessarily. Sometimes it is. But you can tell when it's about the girl and when it's, I need to, keep up an image for everybody else, depending on how they throw the money. If the guy's throwing the money all over the club, everywhere, and he's making a big scene, then automatically we know that it's an image thing that they're trying to keep up, or they're trying to show off in front of everybody else that's around. Now, if he's throwing the money directly at the girl and it's not such a big ass chaos, then we know that it's for us. So,
for the girls who trying to catch a simp in 2026, right, to get them to blow a bag on them, if you see 10 guys walking the bar, how do you know the one who you can get the most money out of the easiest? Ladies, take notes.
Okay, so when it's a crew of guys and they just show up to your bar, you can actually tell. There's always two scenarios, right? The quietest, most humblest, and least speaking one that's literally in between the loudest one is usually the one with the more money. And then when it's time to order and get things done, like who's going to ask for the bottle and stuff, sometimes you can tell that the loud guy is asking the one to the left, like, hey, what do you want? Or what do you think? And he's calmly telling him like, okay, yes. So you can kind of tell. And then you get that one that comes through and he's just making sure everybody knows that he's the one with the money. And I mean, those be usually the brokest ones anyways.
So what she talking about is actually true. When I was out there in the dating working house with my homeboys, right? We always had one dude was always the loudest one in the group. He was the one who wanted to be the most flashiest. He dressed a certain way so he could gain attention. He wanted to be the alpha leader and everything, which, me being a Sigma male, I like, all right, do what you want to do. I don't care. But he was always the brokest nigga with us. Every single time, this dude did not have money, period. And so he'll always come back to me like, hey, bro, you know what I'm saying? Go on, spot a sectional for us and stuff like that. And I'm like, you know what? I bet. Most of the time, I don't even be wanting to get sectionals or anything like that because I'm that type of person that I don't like a lot of attention to be drawn to me. You know what I'm saying? Because when you get certain type of attention drawn to you, then you're going to get certain type of unwanted energy that you don't want to be in your presence. Hence, you be having thirsty ass chicks, you know what I'm saying? They be trying to throw themselves to you because they see that you got money. You separate ordering bottles and sectionals and all kind of stuff, you know what I mean? So what she's saying, that's actually is true. You always have one dude who pretends to be the alpha dude, but he broke as hell. You have a hype man in the group as well too. You know what I mean? Then you have the dude who's actually, kind of just chill, but he always be the one who got the money. Every single time. You know what I'm saying? But let's continue.
They just have money for the night. Yeah, but usually it's the calm ones, the ones that aren't doing too much, that usually are the one with the money. So,
and is that Is that something, not just you, but anybody, do girls notice that and then they would go after that guy?
I feel like the older girls do. We kind of notice that it's not always the one with the big chains and, you know, the loud personality.
Yeah.
You have to have a maturity level to understand, like, all right, that's not the one, it's this one. But for the younger girls, as long as they got some chains and a nice watch and they, you know, they're being a little loud, automatically they'll be like, okay, this is the one.
Yeah.
So it just depends on the girl, actually.
What's the most you ever seen somebody make in a bar in 1 month?
In a month?
Salute.
Yeah.
I mean, a month is a lot because, you know, it's a lot to keep up with. I can only really speak for myself, but I've seen girls make 100 grand, 80, 70 in a month.
Now,
there's a lot of girls.
Now, real quick, once again, ladies and gentlemen, this is her being a bartender or a bottle girl, okay? This is not working at a strip club or anything like that. She's at either a lounge or a club, an actual club itself, and she's the one, either a bottle girl or a bartender, one of them two, and they send up her bringing in these type of money.
Girls that still make at least, you know, the least 20 grand a month.
Yeah, 20, 30.
And they only work twice a week.
Yeah.
Because that's another thing too. Bartenders don't work every day. We are only allowed to work, maybe we're lucky, three days at the week in the same club. Now, certain bars, you're not allowed to work anywhere else but there. So you're stuck. So they don't only give you 2 nights. You're only stuck with 2 nights at the week. So technically you're only working, let's say like 6 days at the month. Then we have other bars that they don't care where you work at. Just make sure you're here on your night. And those type of girls, we can work wherever we want. So if we want, we can work at 6 different clubs and every night work throughout the month. But if they have you restricted to where you can only work at your club, at your house club, then you're kind of, you know, have to settle for that. And you lose a lot of money, honestly.
So when Bernice Burgos, she went viral a few years ago when she was saying that, I think at like a peak, I forget exactly how much it was, but it was a crazy number. It was like $50,000 a night.
Yeah.
Is that true?
The way it was worded kind of was a little wrong, but has she made $50,000 a day? Yes. Every day? No.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, every day is not a good day. You're not going to go to work and make $20,000, 30, 70, 60 every day. Can you make it? Absolutely. Does it happen? Yes. On a slow night, yes. It could be a slow night. Everybody could be making $2 and you have a $60,000 night.
So let me ask you this as a follow-up question, Ian, just real quick. So you've been in this situation for a while, right? And you've seen like the glory days of the pandemic. When you in the good times, you making $100,000 a month. And then a lot of times you might not even have too many expenses because somebody else might have, you know, you got a guy that's paying for things as well. What are you doing with the money? Because that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money coming in.
Okay, what I'm doing with the money and what most girls do with the money is 2 different things.
Okay, what are most girls doing with the money?
Most girls are going shopping. Let's say Sunday night, they made $15,000. Monday, Tuesday, they're out shopping.
Yeah.
They're out spending money doing something they're not supposed to be doing, right? And the reason is, it's kind of like the stripper mentality. If I made this money today, I'm going to make it again tomorrow. So they automatically just spend it. And technically, when it's 15, you got to split it in 2. That's another thing, too, that people don't really know. You're not taking that $15,000 home 100% because now you got to split it in 2. And then after split, not even before you split it in 2, you got to give 15% to the bus boys. And then money gets lost in the air. And then the packs are already short. So the $15,000 that
tell us about that, because if you get $5,000 in the club, are you always getting a full $5,000 or you?
No.
Thank you.
No. So let's say $1,000 is automatically $900 to $800 because the club already took out their singles.
Yep.
By the time it flies in the air, you're getting out of the 800 that you got, right? You're getting maybe 600. And that's if he's just throwing it at you, because and money flies everywhere. And then 15%.
So hold up. I'm not understanding this. Okay, if she is the one who's doing the job, right, which is in this situation bartending, she's doing her job, and I'm pretty sure by her being a bartender, more than likely they have her as a gig employee. Okay. Normally with gig employees, right, they're considered as contract workers. All right. So they're not employed with the actual establishment. They just only under contract with them. So what I'm not understanding is this: if that is the case, right, then why in the hell the club is taking out up to about 15% of her earnings? They're then distributing that 10 to 15% with people who literally do work at the club. That doesn't make any sense to me, especially when they are earning other revenue at the club besides bartender service, which is they earning services when people are ordering food there. They earning services through cover charges as well too. So I don't get that. I don't why would they do something like that? I'm confused on that one, for real. That's kind of weird.
Goes to the busboy, and then you're splitting $400 in between you and your partner. And then you have to, take away the money that you spent for your outfit, which most likely be $65 to $75. And then your register is short. So then now you have to pay off whatever you owe. So yeah, it's a little tricky when it comes to that. But
and here's another thing too. I'm pretty sure that they use a 1099, right? Since they're considered as gig workers. So if that be the case, I wonder how do she file her taxes based on this logic. Let's say, in this scenario that she's using right now, right, throughout the whole entire year, she earned $20,000, right? Of that $20,000, she had to give us about 15% of that, to the club, where they're going to distribute it out to whoever the hell they're going to distribute it out to, whatever, So when she go and file her taxes, is she claiming that she made that full $20,000, or is she going to claim that she made less than that due to the establishment taking out this 10 to 15% out of the total amount that she made? Because if that be the case, then to be honest, the logic is not good at all, period. Like if that be the case, why would you even do it? If you're not going to get paid for the money that you done earned. You don't want to put up with drunk ass dudes coming up to you, talking noise to you. You to put up with drunk dudes up here trying to flirt with you, trying to grab you on your ass and all the stuff there, right? You to put up with all that. You to put up with the club owners acting real weird to you and stuff, right? You to put up with all these different situations just so you can want to make under the amount that you actually make throughout that whole entire night. That's kind of weird. And I also question that too when women become strippers or when they become sex workers and different things like that too, where they end up having a certain percentage taken out of that when they the ones who set up her doing all the work. But once again, hey, it is what it is, I guess. But y'all let me know what you think.
We don't really, just because you see us with $15,000 does not mean that we are taking 100% of the money home.
So most girls are blowing the money, but when you got your money, what was the difference in what you did?
I was that girl at one point. Yeah. I'll just blow it. I'll take off for the next 2 weeks, don't work, spend my money. And then when it was time to I need money again, I would just go back to work. I did that for a very, very long time when I was younger. Yeah. And then I got to the point where I started saving my money, and I have family I take care of. So a lot of my money actually went into family. Mm-hmm. At one point, I sat down and I did the math. I'm like, okay, I made this much this year. Where did my money go? Mm-hmm. It went to food. It went to Uber. And at the time, it wasn't even Uber. It was, I can't remember what it was called, but it was similar to Uber. You just go outside and wave them down. So I was paying $65 to go to work, $65 to come back home, just to go to work. and or even go anywhere because I didn't drive. So a lot of my money was really spent on transportation and food. And food, it's not like I was just buying a big amount of food. I would just go to restaurants where my bill would be $600 just for me and a friend, or even more, you know?
What the? Wait a minute. What the fuck? So you'll literally go out to a restaurant and spend about $600 either on yourself and maybe a friend. Oh, hell no. That is no.
That's bullshit.
Nope.
So I was really spending my money on a lot of things that wasn't really needed. And then I started becoming smart about it. I started saving all my money and putting myself on a budget. I started putting myself on a budget like, this is all I can afford. This is all I can spend for, let's say, the week. And I had to work around that. It was a little hard at first. And I would go pinch the money I was saving. But once I start pinching out the money that I was saving, I would find myself spending it all. And it wasn't until COVID that I was able to save up a big amount of money and then telling myself like, okay, do something with it before you go spend it on something stupid. And stupid things would be like go on vacation for a whole week and a half. Don't work for a whole 2 months. Providing for other people that were around me, friends, family. And then I would find myself at zero again. And during COVID, I was like, you know what? Let me just do something. So I went in, hurry up and start buying houses and investing my money into things that later on in the long run, it's going to be better for me. And I'm actually very happy that I made that decision, because if not, I would have still be living the stripper life.
So you started investing in real estate. I love that.
So this also remind me of whenever people wins the lottery. All right. When they win the lottery, instead of them being strategic about they winnings, they decide to do all this crazy spending where they buy these expensive homes, these expensive cars. They're going to turn up with family and friends that didn't even care about them prior before you got this money, but all of a sudden they your bestest friends now. And they'll keep doing this over and over again until they reach absolute zero and really didn't have nothing to show for it. So I'm glad that she had came to her senses and started realizing that she needed to invest the money that she was earning. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what you should do. I honestly believe that many of us who are tuning in watching right now, if we wasn't working paycheck to paycheck per se, right, we'll be the same exact way. We'll be very frugal with our spending, where we use that money that we get. Of course, we'll pay for our spending, living situation, right? Then the rest of it we'll save up and invest into certain type of business ventures. You know what I'm saying?
Smart.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get to this. If you date somebody, right? I don't know what your relationship status is now, but what are you expecting on a monthly basis from financially?
From him?
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm spoiled.
No, as soon as they said it's spoiled, it's going to be a ticket. Go ahead.
What's that mean? Just
what's that range?
Because it's good insight. Because we just have these hypothetical conversations all the time. But just somebody you're like in the top 1% of girls that's actually you're exposed to that life, right? Like so. Yeah. What is you say you're spoiled? What does that mean?
Spoiled means I need you to be able to keep up with my lifestyle if you want to be with me.
What does that mean?
Ladies, take notes. Take notes, because it'll work on the simp. I have a lifestyle I expect to keep.
You should be able to do it for me too. And if I can't depend on you to be able to handle what I have on my plate, then there's no reason for me and me and you to be together, because that means you're gonna hold me back, and that means I'm gonna have to be looking out after you.
What about love?
What does that mean? Financially, what does that mean though? What does that mean? What does that mean on a monthly? What does that mean? Roughly.
Numbers?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like 45, 50.
$50,000 a month. So you need $50,000 a month.
What is true? I can give you the paperwork right now.
No, I'm not saying that you're not getting it. But hold on. You got a contract?
Listen.
You signed contract? They signed contracts?
But listen, if you allow me, let's say my partner doesn't allow me to work, I am going to look at you and say, are you paying all my bills? Because in order for me to sit down, somebody have to pay all my bills. And not just my bills. I need extra money because you can't give me my bill money and then I'm left with nothing.
Yeah,
I need money to save too.
You're flat. Yep.
And
So, you know what? I am so glad that I'm actually reacting to this whole entire thing so I can have context to what we're saying. Because once again, like I told y'all earlier in the beginning of the show, right, a lot of other content creators, they start playing the video right at the part where we're at right now about her expectations, you know what I mean, with a man that she were to meet, that he have to meet her on that same level of expectation. Now, if you didn't, okay, let me put it to you this way. If you didn't understand, if you didn't get the context in the beginning when she was explaining her lifestyle, you started the video right here, then immediately you'll have that reaction stated that, oh man, she's looking for a sucker. She's looking for a simp. She think that she's all that, right? But now that I'm listening to this, right, I can understand why she says she wants 50K. The reason why is because she personally have a proven track record that she be earning this amount of money. And so now she qualified for this certain type of lifestyle. This is totally different, right? And I want y'all to understand this clearly. This is totally different from just a random chick who sit up here say that they want a 6-figure man, knowing good and damn well that they don't earn 6 figures themselves. That is totally different than this particular situation. She literally is earning nearly 6 figures doing what she's doing. So it will make logical sense for her to find a man who's going to handle her lifestyle on that same level. If that dude can't meet her on that same level, that lifestyle, then he doesn't qualify to be with her. This is, matter of fact, this is the exact same thing where the late great Kevin Samuels, right? He was saying the same exact thing, gentlemen, when he was talking to the women. When he was telling the women, like, hey, what are you bringing to the table? If you want this dude to make 6 figure, what are you bringing with the 6 figure? Oh, I'm just bringing my beauty and my body, you know. Then that's when Kevin Samuels hit him with that bullshit. That's bullshit. That's when Kevin Samuels hit him with this.
She belongs to the streets.
I'm just saying, that's when Kevin Samuels hit him with this.
I'm a PhD.
All because they wasn't meeting that dude at the same level. So we can safely say in this particular situation, it's in reverse. She is the 5 to 10%, right? And it have to be a man who meets her on that same type of level. If he don't meet her on that same type of level, then he simply don't qualify for her. It's that simple, unless she decides to date down. Once again, y'all let me know what y'all think. Harry, salute, welcome.
And that's honestly, that's what really becomes expensive because my bills alone are already really high.
Yeah.
So I need a little bit more, not just for hair and nails and stuff, but I need a little bit more because I need to be able to save and I need a backup because after we break up or anything happens in between me and you, I need security until I can find not another job, but you know what I mean? So I can get back into what I used to do before. I don't require my man to do it. Do I expect it? Yes. Mm-hmm. Does he have to? No. But you can't ask me not to work if you're not willing to handle and take care of all my bills.
Yeah, well, what she's saying, it's totally fair. Once again, that's due to her lifestyle that she done built for herself. Now, I also find this interesting too, gentlemen, is that she is willing to date down a dude. Because she does say that. She just literally said that, hey, my man is not required to do that because I'm going to do it anyway, regardless. But the only caveat to that is this. You cannot hit me with this patriarchal bullshit and tell me that I can no longer work, knowing good and well that when you enter into this relationship, I have a certain type of lifestyle. Now, if you're saying that you want me to be this housewife and you don't no longer want me to work, fine. But you got to want to pay the expenses for me. You got to keep up with the lifestyle. And honestly, I believe that that's fair. I do. I don't see that as being a simp or a sucker or anything like that. I don't.
And plus.
When you say paperwork, what were you referring to? You have a contract that you make them sign?
No, meaning like I can show you guys like how high my bills are. Yeah. It sounds like a really crazy number, honestly, but it's not just my house where I live at. You know, I have other properties. They got to get paid. You know, sometimes they need a new air conditioner, a new boiler, a filter. And I consider those bills because no matter what, I have to pay for them. So yeah, you pay my house here, but how about my responsibility everywhere else? When they come, you know, I have to make sure you're okay with handling that too.
Well, also, like I said, I mean, I know you, so I know you're not just saying that. Like you've actually,
it's real shit. Yeah,
this is real for you. My question is, what does the man get for that investment? If I'm investing $50,000 a month into you, right? What do I get out of that?
No. See, he's not understanding the context. All right. He thinking that she is requiring for this dude to give $50K to her, period. That ain't what she said. She is saying this once again. I live a current lifestyle that requires a minimum of $50K for it to run and function the way it is. If you as a man want to enter into this lifestyle, fine. But however, if you as a man sit up here and say that I no longer have to work or I'm no longer going to work, then it is going to be your responsibility as a man to keep up with that lifestyle. That's what she's saying. But I don't know why these dudes reacting to this like this. In this situation, she's giving common sense. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not asking you to invest.
No. I'm just saying. Just like.
I mean, whatever he wants. If you're asking me not to work,
so I get you. The benefit is that you're not working. That's the benefit that I get.
I mean, the benefit, I'm not working. I'm home. I'm being peaceful. I'm making sure everything's good at the house. I'm cleaning. I'm cooking, and whatever you require. Okay. I'm a pleaser, so I'm gonna make sure my man gets whatever he wants. But at the same time, you have to make sure I'm happy. And if you're asking certain things of me, you got to make sure that you can back it up and take care of that too.
And truth be told, most men are doing this at some level, whether it's living.
It doesn't have to be that number, but you have to. You can't ask your wife to not work and just sit home and do, absolutely nothing. And then when she asks you for something simple as, hey, can I have some money for my hair and nails? You're tripping.
Fellas, I never want to hear that investing in the market is too expensive or stock club too expensive. Because if you got to give up 50 off top, I want to shit out of you.
Why is these dudes still fixated on this? I don't get this. I don't understand this. I don't understand this logic. I don't understand why their mind is set on this. Now, once again, she literally do have something to offer. Now, I can understand that she wasn't bringing nothing to the table and she's requiring this. Then, we can legitimately say that this is a choice that this dude is going to do. Either he's going to be a simp and a sucker and put up with this, or he's going to dismiss her. I'm going to throw it out here. I'm just going to say this. I'm going to throw it out here. Since this whole situation is literally in reverse in real time, right? I'm gonna say this: she would be a simp and a sucker for allowing a dude who can't meet her to the level where she's at, and she decides to allow that dude to come into her space anyway. I won't say it because that's honestly what the reality is. You're literally paying for this dude who don't have no type of money, no type of earning, and you're not giving him any type of expectation to meet you anywhere halfway. So, in reality, she's being a simp and a sucker. But that's a woman doing it. If that's her desirement to do that. Am I right?
You don't have to give it up top, but if you're expecting certain things from me, I am going to require that. If I'm working and he's working on his own, that's fine. Now, I just expect princess treatment. I want to go on vacations. I want to do certain things. Yeah. I ask for little small things here and there, which they don't really cost much. But yeah.
What's the cost of having a baddie, though? For those of you who don't know.
Yeah.
How do you feel about cheating? Is that something that is a deal breaker? I've heard a lot of things from women just say like, look, I don't care, just don't bring it here. Like, what's your thoughts on that?
I mean, everybody knows I'm a lover girl and I don't want to be cheated on and I don't like it. But the reality is that out of 100 men, 99 of them cheat. Maybe 100, actually. They just don't get, that one doesn't get caught. I feel like if you're going to cheat, you should be respectful towards your woman.
Damn, Takashi, you
Listen, don't be out there.
99 out of 100, crazy, but okay.
99 and a half, because I'm pretty sure that 101, he's doing it. He just never got
clever.
Yeah.
So be respectful.
Be respectful, be safe, use a condom. Don't cheat with the friends and loud girls. Actually, just do what you got to do, but don't let nobody else find out. And everybody else, that includes his own friends too.
Gentlemen, what we are experiencing in real time is what we call a masculine woman. Okay. Now, when I say masculine woman, I'm not talking about her body being masculine. I'm not talking about her posture being masculine. I'm talking about her mindset, her ideology is masculine. Because, correct me if I'm wrong, everything that she just said, this is what men say all the time. Am I wrong about that or am I right? So she literally had developed a masculine mindset, even to the point to where she's saying that, hey, I don't want to be cheated on, but however, I understand that it happens. So if it happens, then, guess what? At least do the bare minimum of respecting me when you're doing it. Don't do it behind my back. That is having a masculine mindset. Women typically don't think like that unless they know that they have a certain high status about themselves. That high status could be a social status, where they're well known. That status could also be financially, which is in her situation, where she got status socially and she got status financially. So now she know that since she had these particular outcomes, right, she could leverage that. And she know and she understand at the end of the day, hey, damn if you do, damn if you don't, because I could get plenty of other dudes to holler at me because I got the status and the money to do it. Once again, gentlemen, does this not sound like the same thing that we do? So yeah, I would agree with y'all that she is masculine as hell. Absolutely. Now, let's say in a hypothetical situation, right? Will we see her as being an actual helpmeet, an actual wife? I would say absolutely no. Not at all. Because the reason why I say this is because of this. I stated to y'all earlier that she has a masculine mentality. When it comes with that masculine mentality, what's going to happen? Conflict. Let's say that she and I'm meeting a man who do meet her expectations, right? Guess what she's going to do? In her masculine frame, she's going to compete with that man. Because now it's in her nature to behave this way. So they both going to be clashing, bumping heads, no matter what. So she's going to have this whole ideology that instead of her being the helpmeet, right, she's going to say that she's equal to him. And she's going to constantly compete for that. So therefore, when it's dealing with her being an actual suitable helpmeet and a wife, she is not going to fulfill her duties to do that. It is not going to happen due to her status. A matter of fact, this is the reason why a lot of modern women out there, right, when they reach a high level status, right, this is the exact reason why they're not married. They may have some pookies wherever they come and give them the world and smash the hell out of them, but they're never married. For this reason, this is also the reason why the women of high status who have like PhDs and all stuff is not married, because they have a masculine frame and they're not help me, and they're not gonna give up their title. I'm just saying, gentlemen. Once again, shout out to everybody who's on revering. Shout out to everybody who's watching the show right now. Make sure you want to double tap the screen if you're watching from your mobile device, or if you're watching from your computer or laptop. Make sure you hit the thumbs up to support the channel. We are reacting to Ayisha. Aisha, she's doing a interview right now. They're interviewing her about her status, and she's talking about her relationship status right now. And make sure, if you're not sub up to this channel, make sure you're sub up to this channel so you can be a part of the thought-provoking conversations that are happening in the chat right now. So let's continue.
Because yeah, your girl and other people don't know, but your best friend and everybody else in your crew knows you're cheating. And eventually we'll get out there. I'm at a point in my life where it's like, if you're going to cheat on me, fine. Do what you got to do. Don't let me find out.
Are
Don't
you
let
getting
me hear
revenge
about it.
if you found out?
Huh?
Are you getting revenge if you found out?
Eventually I do. 100%.
Fellas,
Not right away.
It's a good lesson. They're going to wait till you're vulnerable.
No, we do not wait till you're vulnerable. No, we actually just wait till we just done with you guys. We just wait and we put up with a lot of things, and we just wait till we're ready to just step out. You guys just do it because y'all seen a big butt. We do it for different reasons.
What are the reasons you guys do it for?
Yeah, what's the reasons?
Honestly, a lot of time it's emotional. It's not like we see a hot guy and be like, oh, I'm gonna go take him down. But besides being cheated on, we're probably being emotionally neglected at home, or we have a really big void, or we're just completely done with the relationship. When we're fully done 100%, we don't leave physically, but mentally we do before we leave. So that's when we start, just mimicking what you guys do. And I'm very open with that. I actually tell my relationship, it's a mirror thing. At first, we're watching each other. You're cheating, you're lying, you're doing things. And eventually, I'll just start doing what you're doing. Because if you find it acceptable and you think it's okay, then it should be okay for me too.
And this goes with the whole ideology that I was telling y'all earlier about the equality thing, which this is linked to modern day feminism as well too. This is why whenever I hear women and men interchangeably, right, they refer to each other as partners, I cringe, because there ain't no way in damn hell that you are a partner in a relationship. Because when you use the term partner, that means that you're in a business contract with each other instead of an actual relationship with each other. Partnership means that there are certain type of boundaries set in place business-wise. As long as you do A, then B is going to happen. But if you violate A, then B and C is going to be the result of that.
Polygamy? Do you believe in polygamy?
I do. I do. So I just feel like it's
believe
just an
in
agreement with
too,
everybody. Everybody's different. Some people have zero tolerance, and me, I'll lie you, I'll let you do whatever. And then eventually I start asking you for things. You want to cheat, you want to lie, do other things, fine. But when you come home, I want to see the happy you.
Yeah.
I want to be treated like princess. I want you to be nice to me. I don't want to get the I'm tired, I'm cranky, and you're my damn nurse. I want to get what you give them bitches on the side. I want to get the same treatment. And that's the argument that I had with my partner. Most are like, okay, fine. You want to cheat, that's fine. Do it, people, I will never find out. But when you come back home, I don't want an attitude. I don't want to hear I'm tired, or you're annoying, or you're getting on my nerves. No, because when you was with the last bitch, you was giggling and laughing and sitting by the pool, tanning with no problems.
Damn.
But what if she was bringing peace and then you?
I mean, if she's very graphic with this too. This must really happen to her for real. Damn.
Are you? What if she was bringing peace and he came back home and you on the edge because he been busting his little move. You know how it goes.
We just wanted to cheat in peace.
Listen, If you're giving me good treatment, I'll give you peace.
Got you.
But if you're coming back home from being on vacation with the last bitch and you're giving me attitude, what, I'm supposed to be nice to you?
Yeah.
I'm not going to be nice to you. First of all, I know. So you should come home already with gifts, doing some romantic shit.
Good energy. Yeah.
Yeah, like don't come over here tired and cranky and now you sleep. No.
Working in that.
So, me personally, right? It'd be unattractive. It'd be very unattractive for a woman to behave and have this mentality like she got it going on. I don't want a woman to say that it's okay for me to go out and cheat. I don't want a woman to go out and say that polygamy is okay unless that's something that in the initial beginning of our relationship that's we're agreed upon. Then it is what it is. I don't want a woman to be acting as masculine as me. I don't want to be having conflict with the woman as well too, because she want to compete with me. I want a normal, soft woman who knows her place. Period. Knows her role and know how to handle it and humble with it. But this right here, no, it's a no-go. But the sad part about it, gentlemen, is this. There are many other brothers out here that will literally go for this type of woman for real. They'll literally allow themselves to be emasculated with these type of modern women who think like this. Like real talk.
Industry, do you find it hard to trust men knowing that you see the other side that they normally don't show to their girlfriend and wives?
I don't find it hard to trust men because I don't want to judge all men based on what others be doing. Okay. Because not everybody's the same. We got you guys in levels now. There's the real dirt bags where we know he's married publicly and he has a full-blown family, but shows up to the club with whoever. The next day or the following week shows up with a different whoever. And not only just show up with them, you're showing public affection in public. Meanwhile, we know that you're married. You're literally on social media married with a full-blown family. Life. And you're here making out and doing all type of inappropriate things with a different girl every other week. Then there's guys that do come through. We know they have their relationships and they're very low about it. They come with a friend, the little side bitch and whoever. And it's not a lot of physical touch, but we know because we're there. We know y'all together, Then there's a guy that comes and they don't care. They're just out in the open. They're okay with, whoever finds out. And then you have them guys that they come with their girls, their real, partner, their real girls, slide in your DM or come back the following week to get on with you.
Oh, creep vibes, yeah.
Yeah, like as you wasn't just sitting at my bar with your main girlfriend or your wife, So it is a little hard because I'm just like, okay, if they're doing it so easily, I know mine is doing whatever. But I'm at a point in my life that I just feel like men, even if you're holding their hand and you're literally on top of them 24/7, they're going to do whatever the hell they want to do. They will find.
I believe that this is a good point of this segment that I want to share this with y'all. Okay. Let me start this off by asking y'all a question. Why do y'all believe that men have to have multiple women even when they're in a committed relationship? Why y'all think that's so? Put it in the chat. Those of y'all who are live right now in the chat, put it in the chat and let me know, why do you think men desire to have multiple women even when they're in a committed relationship? Those of y'all who are catching the replay as well, to you, just put it in the comment section and let me know, because I'm going to explain to you the behavior of why that is so. And the thing about it is that women like her, they will say that 99% of men operate like this, but that is not true. 99% of men do not think like this. Okay. So let me break down the behavior of this, okay? And once again, this is the honest truth. The reason why these particular men go after multiple women is because of this. It's because, first of all, it deals with a level of insecurity with them. What I mean by that, they are these type of men that they're insecure within themselves and they need a woman to validate them. Okay. And so when that woman is not fulfilling that requirement of validating them as a man, then guess what? They go and find another woman and another woman and another woman to repeat the same type of reaction that he's desired to be validated. That's one part of it. The second part of it is this. I have said this on this show, and I have said this on panels, and people got mad as hell. But I'm going to be real with you on this. The second reason why men do this is because they put pussy on a pedestal too much. They put it on a pedestal too much. And to be quite honest with you, sex is very overrated. But you have men out there that worship it so much so that they have to have more of it. And it literally end up becoming a conquest for them to get this, to get as much of it as possible, to satisfy their desire, their addiction, their needs. You know what I'm saying? The reason why I know about this is because at one point in time, I was like that. I was the dude who was going out and having multiple women. This was prior before me being married and everything. But I was constantly out there. Me and my homies, we was constantly out there hollering at women, smashing or whatever and stuff, right? And to be honest with you, I literally had a woman like every weekend. Meet a woman, smash her within 2 or 3 days. Cycle continues. Meet a woman, smash her within 2 or 3 days, and that cycle kept repeating over and over and over and over and over and over again. Because it became a conquest. Because in my mindset, the one pussy was a pedestal to me. Now, I wasn't going out there being a simp and a sucker that hard for these women because I had a mouthpiece. I had a mouthpiece and I had what they say swag or whatever, right? But when I did that, I had it over and over again. But it came to the point where, I'm going to be honest with you, gentlemen, it got boring to me. Because I knew I could get it at any given time. And it wasn't hard for me at all to do it. And I knew I could get it. But however, there are other men out there, when I was telling you about the insecurity part, there are other men out there who don't have that charisma. They don't have that swag. And they got to lead with their pockets. They got to lead with even more to remotely get a phone number from a girl. And so it creates a level of insecurity. So when they finally get that girl, then guess what they're doing? They're worshiping that girl, especially if she give up that coochie to him. That's literally what's happening. And that's the reason why these dudes are doing what they're doing. It's because of insecurity. And 2, they going out there and they put this coochie on the pedestal because they want to constantly have sex, but they haven't realized that sex is overrated as hell. And so these women understand that concept, and guess what they do? They leverage that. They leverage their bodies to get what they want. Hence, you have women like her, Aisha. Hence, you have out there what you gentlemen are talking about right now, even in the chat, where you have thirsty ass simps and suckers who keep this cycle going over and over again.
And a way to cheat, even if it's on the toilet.
Wait, but you keep talking about men. What are the like top 5 places women get to cheating at? Because you dogging all the men, but y'all sneaky.
Listen, I'm not gonna defend women because we are.
Oh yeah. By the way, y'all. By the way, when you have when you have been on a level like myself where, once again, I told you it was like readily available for me. And I could just go and holler at a woman and within a couple of days we'll smash her, right? If you have that type of swag and energy and stuff like that, right, and you done constantly did that over and over again, guess what? When you actually enter into a relationship, you're more than likely is not going to cheat anymore because you got burnt out of it. That's why they have made up that concept saying that men don't cheat. The reason why they say that is because there are a lot of men, such as myself, who've been getting it prior before getting into a committed relationship. And so they got it so much so that they got burnt out over it. They're like, it's not even a challenge to them anymore. They're like, oh, I'd rather just stay in a committed relationship now. I'm just saying.
We're sneaky and we do cheat and do certain things. I feel like most of the men that are getting cheated on are usually the soft ones, the nice ones, the ones that shouldn't be getting cheated on.
Harry, I agree with you.
Thank you.
So nice guys do finish last.
Facts. Or not at all.
I feel like they do it because they kind of let it slide.
Mm-hmm.
So, and here's another thing. So I used to believe in that concept, what they're talking about, nice guys finish last. I used to believe in that a long time ago, right? But due to my track record, I don't that's not me. I don't finish last at all, period. Because I started understanding the behavior of women. I understand that women have a certain type of preference that they're looking for. And if you don't have that type of preference, then you simply don't qualify for them. And I accepted that. But sometimes men, they could, we could be very egotistical as well too. Because we think that we could just get any old type of woman. We think every woman is going to want to qualify or whatever stuff, right? But that's not the case. There are going to be some women that's going to want, reject you because you simply not their energy. But I had accepted that. Like some women, I done hollered at, they as beautiful as Aisha. And guess what? They accepted me, while others who are on the same level beautiful as Aisha, they didn't reject me because simply I wasn't their preference. I wasn't a cup of tea. And it's okay.
When they find out, not saying that nice guys aren't, a good thing. I'd rather a nice guy that's going to be loyal and faithful and boring and whatever the girls be calling it than my situation. But they do seem to get cheated on a little bit more, but that's because they're very passive. Mm-hmm. And you can't really be 100% passive. Nope. Sometimes you got to be like, hey, we're not doing that no more, And I feel like once you get in a relationship, especially with, with a soft man, I think a soft man should tell their woman and, lay out certain rules. Like there is no more going out every night without me. Now it's a us thing. And when they get a little too nice, we get bored. We need a little spicy.
So you need a little toxic. You need a little toxic energy.
Little bit.
You gotta let them know you ain't gonna play. Otherwise,
it doesn't have to be like crazy. It could be as simple as, oh, you're going out with your girls? Okay, I'm coming too. Man, random.
I'm coming too.
I'm coming too. Yes. Last minute. Don't even let her know you're getting dressed. You're going too. We like that, honestly.
That's great. Okay. You like that?
Well, in this particular situation, I believe that she's being disingenuous. I believe what she's really trying to articulate is this. She's trying to articulate that when she's talking about adventurous or whatever, she's talking about that she wants space. She wants to have the opportunity of having other women desire you because we know, gentlemen, we know how women think. As long as a woman desires you, that's going to make her desire you even more. Hence, it's going to motivate her to want to love you even more. And that's what she's talking about in that situation. But at the same time, there are other women out there that do enjoy total chaos. Not gonna take that away, because there are. I done dealt with them where they want you to be combative with them. They want to be this straight because it turns them on. So if you're not that type of dude who does that, then for your own safety and your own mental health, I would say that you get rid of that girl expeditiously. For real.
Single time, but
Yeah.
okay, you going out with your girls, pop up. Go see if she really with her girls,
Pop
Like,
up.
That's the other trick, though. I ain't with the pop up, but yeah, the friend groups, boy.
what do you mean you're not with the pop up?
Pop up is crazy.
I'm
To
not
me
gonna
personally,
pop
I feel like if I gotta do all of that, it's not worth it. Like I don't want to have to feel like I'm hunting, like I'm a bounty hunter.
You don't have to.
What?
Like right?
I'm not saying every single time she go out, but once in a while, sometimes you gotta come over there and just let her ass know that, like, you better not be lying and
Don't try
doing
it.
other stuff.
Deceptive, yeah.
Don't try
Yeah,
it.
Yeah,
we
yeah.
do it to y'all. So why can't
Yeah, I agree, gentlemen. It is some women that like to be smacked, and they get a turn on from that. Case in point, that what was that movie that came out a long time ago that dealt with sexual discipline and not sexual discipline, but sexual violence? So what was that damn movie? It was a book. Oh, 50 Shades of Grey. Yeah, 50 Shades of Grey. Where this woman wanted this dude to dominate her like that.
y'all do it to us?
Want to grab her neck and stuff, want to choke her out, all this weird shit. A matter of fact, I had did a short a long time ago. I might rebring that short out, but I had did a short a very long time ago, and I was telling people that women who desire to be choked out while having sex, that they're toxic as hell. They're toxic and they need mental help. Guess what the women said on that short? They called me crazy as hell. Oh, you're crazy. You don't know what you're talking about. That feels great, me being choked out. So now we're agreeing that domestic violence is okay as long as you want it to be on your standards. Gotcha.
That's a fact. So all right,
Yeah.
the guys that kind of frequent your establishments that spend money most of the time is athletes, rappers.
Yeah.
I would say probably business people, right?
Yes.
So entertainment, athletes, rappers, business people. Anybody I'm missing?
People that are in the streets.
Drug lord.
Yeah, rappers. That's
Yeah.
what I meant. Yeah,
Rappers.
hustlers. So hustlers, rappers, entertainment, business people, right? Out of those four people.
And crypto guys.
Buffalo Slew
That's
Weapon.
The crypto boys being a
They're
club.
the new
boy.
ones now.
Yeah, I have heard that too. That some women say that it helps them climax, but when you when you think about it, right? As a matter of fact, let me back and I give it to you in the more scientific perspective. What causes a woman to climax? Gentlemen, do you know? Do you actually know what causes a woman to climax? I'm gonna give y'all a hint, gentlemen. It is not you stroking her that's gonna cause her to climax. No. What actually causes a woman to climax is not the motion in the ocean like they say it is, right? But what causes her to climax is that you're capturing her emotions into it. If you could want to successfully capture her emotions into it right, where she's feeling it emotionally right, then yes, she is going to climax. So with that being said, if you go in and, she's telling you to choke her out, all it is a emotional, mental thing. So the best solution on that is that you introduce her to something where you don't have to choke her the hell out and she still get that same emotional satisfaction. Makes sense to me.
They are the new ones.
The crypto
Bros
maniacs.
be going
So
crazy.
all right, so explain each one. Explain to each one. And who's the worst?
As far as relationship or money wise?
Spending money, the whole thing, yeah. Like who's gonna go in there? Who do you know? Okay, this is who we need to. They gonna spend the bag, or they cheap, or they gonna play games all night. Like
artists are the cheapest ones.
Rappers,
cheapest ones. Not all of them, but they are. Majority of them don't spend that much money as people think or expect them to.
Yeah.
Athletes, depends. Football, soccer, basketball, depends who it is, honestly, and which one it is and what kind of contract they have. Some of them come in there and don't spend nothing but $2,000. They're smart with their money. Some of them come in there and spend $160, you know. So it just depends.
Football players they spend the most money, right?
Soccer players spend the most money.
Yeah,
soccer players spend the most money.
Yeah.
Okay.
They are, and you know, they come in calm, they barely drink, and they just spend and have a good time. Football players, you got a few, not a lot of them. Basketball player, you got a few. The hustlers from the streets, they definitely are the ones that are reckless with the money. The crypto guy now, they don't care. They're making that money tomorrow. They're actually making the money while they're sitting at the bar. So as soon as that money comes in, they just cashing out.
Yeah, last time I was in Floyd Club, me and that little crypto dude, boy, he probably went through 200 that night. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, and he don't care because he just made that in 2 seconds ago. And he's gonna make it again. And sometimes you sit there and you watch them on the phone just waiting for that number to hit, and they just blow it.
Yeah.
Don't even think about it, honestly.
Well, what's the craziest story you experienced there?
It's so many of them.
Well, give us some.
Crazy story as far as what? Because there's so many.
You tell me whatever you want to go to in the bag.
Crazy stories. Someone's baby mother coming and dropping the kid off at the front door.
Wait, what? How old was the kid? Like a
Honestly,
little kid?
I don't know, but we just know that it was a baby. I don't know how old it was.
A baby.
But it had to be young enough to, you know, can't leave it there. And the customer had to run out.
She had vacation.
Maybe my girlfriend or situation show up and be him and the dancer or the, you know, whoever he's with up. Bottles flying everywhere. It's just so much typical stuff that happens in the club, honestly.
Yeah. A baby in the club is insane, though.
Baby in the club.
Wasn't in the club.
But the drop off at the door. Oh wow,
that's like the Jesus of Nazareth.
Listen, I guess he got posted like on a video or something, and he was there throwing money, and she was just like, "Oh hell no, you got me home," and he had to leave with his baby. I don't know. Throughout the years, there's so many crazy stories. Honestly, you can think of it's crazy stories. But you know, every night it's not something crazy. It's just typical things, fighting and stuff, the cheating, the lying, getting caught, cars getting towed, baby mama or, you know, wife offside, tripping or come inside and trip. And I haven't really actually myself had crazy like experiences in a club, only one time. And I think after that, that's when I kind of was like, okay, it's time for me to kind of retire. Not retired 100%, but like,
fall back. Whatever happened with them? Remember when the strippers had a strike in New York?
Yeah, honestly, I don't think it went anywhere because they don't.
So wait a minute. She was not only a bartender, but she was a bottle girl and a stripper too. Damn, shit.
Stick to what they start.
Or whatever happened. Why did the strippers? Why did that? That's because the bartenders was making more money than strippers.
Yeah. Okay, so around I can't really recall so far, but I think it has something to do with that they were kind of mad that the bartenders were getting kind of like more favoritism towards them or something like that. But it's so much things that happen in the club that is wrong. And because we don't know the law or we don't know any better, we just allow it and let it happen as far as like women work in the industry. Mm-hmm. And around that time, I think it was just a big thing because they felt like they were treating us better. But necessarily, that's not what's happening. It's just that a bartender is technically kind of like a promoter. And not only just a promoter, we have to bring these people to the bar. Yeah. They don't just show up and spend money. Some do, you know, but our job is to keep in contact with these people, meet them somewhere else, and bring them to where we're working at. The dancers, they don't do that. Honestly, if you go to the club right now, you can't probably even name 2 dancers because they don't even say hi. They don't even want to know your name. They just start dancing and picking up money from the floor. Before, it was different. You built a relationship with the customers. So when they'll come, they'll automatically become your regular. But now they're the bartenders regulars.
So let me bring also more clarity into that. Because what she's saying is true, that she had to literally be the promoter, you know what I'm saying, being a bartender. That's how they get repeated services. Another one person who does that, who's in the club that she didn't mention, but it's going to be an honorable mention, is DJs. Because me, in my own position as being a DJ, I have to do that as well too, where I'm literally normally leveraging the music, but I'm also promoting as well too, promoting not only myself, but promoting whatever type of lounge or a bar, wherever that I'm DJing at. That's the reason why like when some of y'all be out, right? Some of y'all may be out at the mall or whatever, right? And you be seeing dudes walking around handing you cards to go to the club or whatever, right? And most of the times you see you'll see the bottle girl, right? The bottle girl is normally the bartender, which in her case would be Aisha. She'll be on the photo, right? Then next to the photo, you'll see the name of the establishment. You'll see her on there, and guess who else you'll see on there? You'll see DJ Urban T on there. Because me and her are interchangeably going out and promoting, getting repeated business in that said establishment. Okay. That's the only way that we can get paid and make the money that we make doing the services that we do.
And they're there to throw us money because they're our regulars. You know what I mean? They're our customers.
Yeah, the relationship.
And
yeah.
So it just became like a thing in between the dancers and the bartenders. And it just honestly, it went out of hand because it wasn't even necessary. I just feel like the dancers should just apply themselves and created their own customers where they come to the sections and spend money on them, and not wait for the bartenders to bring their regulars,
to the live,
to then fight about the money and the person and the situation. Because we all there doing the same thing. We're all there trying to get money from
Simps. And it's working.
Do you look at
we all there trying to do the same thing, and honestly, all of us we're not paying because the dancers have to pay to work, and we're not paying to work, but we do have to buy outfits and hairs, and on top of not paying, our registers are always.
Hey, Lionel, in reality, that is true. She's literally saying that she's more important than the workers because she is. She is. Besides the DJ, right? She is just as important because if you don't have a bottle girl or a bartender girl there, right, then guess what? People is not going to show up to that establishment. Let's say in a hypothetical sense, you got the bartender girl, but you don't have a DJ there, and you just playing regular music off the boombox or whatever. Guess what? In this modern age, that's going to spread. They're going to be like, hey, they got a bottle girl there, or a bartender that's pretty cool, but they don't got a DJ there. And guess what? People is not going to show up to that establishment. Or they could have a DJ there, right, but don't have a bartender or a bottle girl, whatever. And guess what? They're going to talk about it. They're going to say, hey, they don't got a bottle girl, nothing like that. And guess what? We're not going to show up. So, yeah, what she's saying, that is true. In that industry, what she's saying is true. That is absolutely true. Absolutely.
Short, which is crazy.
Yeah.
But you paying $150 to work, or $100 or $75, but I had to buy an outfit, obligated to buy an outfit. I got to get my hair done, my makeup done. Mm-hmm. And then on top of that, I had to give 15% of what I make to the bus boys. And God forbid the register short $300. I'm already $600 in. Meanwhile, you only pay $75 to work.
And here's another thing that she don't mention within that 15%, some establishment will have that 50% to go to the DJs. And they used to do that a lot. But now in this modern day time, they no longer do that with the DJs because the DJs could get tips as well too. You know what I'm saying? So now the DJs no longer don't have to do that. They no longer have to do that with the DJs. They just pay the DJ a flat fee depending on what type of DJ you are. It depends on your popularity as well too.
And you arguing with me about the guy that I brought, to my bar to spend money on me. Yeah. So I just felt like that just became a whole hot mess, honestly. When we all should be working with each other and, creating a thing that works for everybody. And
you used to be in a relationship with a girl?
I did. I've dated like 2-3 girls.
How'd that work out for you? And how's that different from?
So before she get into the segment online, he was saying this, hey, what's the point of 3 or 4's being there? The whole purpose of 3 or 4's being there is simply to draw the men in, draw simps and suckers in so they can spend money. That's the whole point of it. That's the whole point of the system, because if you don't have them there, then the dudes is not going to show up. It just is what it is. It is what it is.
Dating a man.
So my first one, honestly, she was a stud, as people call it. It didn't really go that well because she was cute and everything, but I was just like, I don't think I like this type of girl. And then I had sister wives, and I dated them for a little bit.
Wait, tell us more.
Explain that.
I had a few sister wives. And
how many?
Too many to say.
Wait. So the sister, okay, a sister wife. So the guy's married, he has 2 wives, and then they brought you in as like.
No.
Huh?
I had a relationship and I brought girls in, and then we had a circle of me, him, and girlfriends.
Oh, you started off. You're the point guard. You're the point guard. So okay. So of course you believe in polygamy because you practiced it.
Yeah, I've done it. That's why I'm like, I believe in that.
So explain that.
I'm a very jealous person when it comes to like my man in a certain level. But I also like sharing in a weird way.
What?
And I got to the point where it was like, okay, start off kind of like threesomes. And I'm kind of like, I kind of enjoy this. And not so much the sexual part of it, but just having like a plus girl there.
Companionship.
And I can't believe I'm going to admit this to you guys. Originally, it was more like, okay, extra company. But it was also an extra eye, an extra person that can actually watch him and babysit him for me.
What?
So now it's not just me watching you. You got the extra girlfriend. And then I also needed her for certain things. Like when you move in with a guy and you guys are living together for a long time, we don't want to suck dick. We don't want to have sex on this day. We don't want to do certain things. It just becomes a job, honestly. It honestly does become a job. And having her there was just perfect. I started off, I do the petting to the hair and walk out. Or just sit at the end of the bed and watch, and my job is done, But it was fun though. I agreed to that.
So why did it end?
It ended because he was just being greedy. Like, okay, we have, without saying names, we have 2 in New Jersey, we have 2 in LA. We didn't have one in Miami, but we have all these girls that we are like interacting with.
Wait a minute. Hold up. How's she saying that it ended because he was being greedy? I mean, she's the one who introduced this to begin with in the first place. She the one who said that it was acceptable for this type of behavior to happen in the first place. So why did she establish a boundary stating that now he's being greedy? That, I don't know. These modern women are crazy as hell, bro. I swear. They mindset is weird.
But you're still cheating.
Damn.
And you're still sneaking off and
outside
of that. So to me, it just felt like, okay, you're never going to be happy and it's never going to be just us.
I mean, God damn it. This is the reason why I explained this to y'all earlier, the reason why dudes do this. Okay. See, what she was trying to do, she was trying to nip this thing in the bud by saying, hey, you already have a surplus of women here. So this is going to prevent you from stepping out and going cheating, right? But however, it made him want to cheat even worse. So it cycles all the way back around to why do it in the first place? Or even furthermore, why be with a dude who had this type of thirsty appetite? Why be with him? When you could find a normal, simple, as they call, corny dude, right? Just find a normal, corny dude who like balancing his stock portfolio, and you know he's not going to cheat on you, and you don't have to bring in extra people into the bedroom to satisfy him. All you got to do is come and, do what you do, jack him off, suck him down, whatever, and stuff, right? And he'd be totally fine with that. Why is that so hard?
Even if I give you extra,
and they unstable creatures, bro.
Extra
for
girls.
real, I ain't lying. That's crazy.
And for me, it just wasn't worth giving him all of that. Because why are you still, in the morning time, you have a full blown relationship with somebody else, and then in the afternoon it's me. And I just got tired, honestly, of the lies. And if the girls were worth it, like you see them and you be like, wow, okay, he's eating with his eyes. The girls were just so raggedy, and it was just like, it just got too much.
What if they brought him peace? It's not always about looks.
They didn't bring him peace because they were tripping. I read the messages. They were tripping shit worse than me. So, and then another reason too, I forgot about that now that I thought about it. The girls, they especially one, she started to become very emotionally attached to him. And then what he was doing to me started affecting her. So like the cheating and the lying, she was the one crying about, behind it. And I'm just like, girl, I should be the one crying here, not you.
The sister wife.
Yeah, one of them. And actually that made me kind of feel weird. And I was just like, you know what? Here I am hurt behind getting cheated on and lied to. And now I'm bringing another woman to experience the same shit I'm going through. I was like, yeah, this is not going to work out for us. And because now it's both of us crying behind someone that's not even worth it, He didn't even deserve it, to be honest.
y'all made him worth it.
You think that would have been sustainable if he didn't cheat? Like, how long you think you could have kept your staple?
Yeah, because I did it with. After that, I actually got into someone else's relationship, and he didn't really have a real main girl, and that one was a little different. You got
in as he was. How'd you get in?
An extra, as you call it.
The add-on. Yeah. You was the add-on.
Yeah. And it wasn't just me. It was like, it was like 4 of us, 5. But with him was different.
What was different?
He didn't really have a main girl.
He just had all 5 of y'all equal.
Yeah. And as long as he took care of us equally and made sure that we were all good and it wasn't no lying and secrets, then we were all fine with it. So that went on for a little while, and that was fun, actually. But I wasn't as connected and as involved with the other girls. We would do like trips and hang out, clubs and stuff like that. But we didn't have like threesomes and like stuff like that. We just all knew we was dealing with the same man.
Is in America?
Yeah.
What psychologically? What made you like? What's the buy-in for that? Is it a financial thing? Is it what's the buy-in for you to be like, okay, I'm number 5? Like what psychologically? Yeah.
The way
Hey, bro, wanted to be a part of this. That's why he's getting out super excited about it. Bro to the left, he like, man, shoot, I'm trying to be a part of this opportunity.
It's different things. The way I got into that one was that I was already talking to him and we didn't have anything serious. So he was allowed to talk to other people. And I want to say it was like around his birthday one time. He came with someone that he told me he'd deal with to my bar. And I was like, okay, you bring your girl, which is cool because we're not in a relationship. And we're very honest and open about it. So there was no harsh feelings of me feeling some type of way that he brought the person that he deals with on the regular to the bar. And then another bartender comes and join us. And then we all planning on a trip pretty much. And I'm like, what the hell is going on? And then it got to me. I'm like, wait, we all agreeing and we're okay with this because he financially taking care of us. So I feel like if you have the finance to make sure that we are all good, and you communicate and you are honest, I think it's just easy. And you don't have to have money, honestly, because the first guy, he ain't had no money. So
just be honest.
He didn't have money at all.
He could make money, but he didn't have no money. No. So it wasn't about the money thing. But that started, I was a little young. That started with the whole threesome thing for me, I think now if I would do it, the guy will have to be financially good. Because if you buy her a Chanel purse, I will be expecting that same Chanel purse to be, delivered at my house too. So whatever you're doing for everybody else, we all have to get the same thing. You buy me a new necklace, I'm expecting you to buy her a new necklace. Because if you don't, and that's going to create a little jealousy.
Tension. Yeah, it's going to create
between the girls. You treat her better, you buy her this. And which was one of the things that happened with the first one.
So in other words, she's saying you got to pay to play. So if you want to be in this polygamous relationship, you most definitely have to pay to play, for real.
The broke guy. Yeah, but I think I would do it again. Actually, I was thinking about that not too long ago. Because you get bored sometimes. And they're fun. It's like having a friend that you just share your man with.
Sharing is caring.
Huh?
Sharing is caring.
Yeah, but this men, we're not gonna marry them and take it serious anyways. So unless you're really into that,
Okay.
Yeah, it's just we're having fun as adults.
Okay.
But to marry someone like that, I don't think so.
What's the exit plan for somebody in a life? Like, do you guys think about, like, okay, what's the retirement plan? What do I look like at 50 years old? Like, what's the settle down play? Like, is that something that you think about?
That I think about?
You or just your counterparts, like people.
I think about it because I started working at a really young age, and I see girls that when I was in my teens, they were in their late 30s or mid 30s, and I go to the club now and I still see them dancing. So that kind of opens a different view in life for me when it comes to that. So I kind of be like, okay, damn, I got to get my shit together, or I got to figure out what I'm going to do to make sure that at that age, I'm not doing this in 20 years. And personally, I have to take care of a lot of people in my family. So I have to, no matter what, figure out what I'm going to do beside the club, because they can close down tomorrow. And like I said, every day is not a good day. Every month is not a good month. Sometimes you work a whole month and make $2,000 and can't even cover, your bills.
Expenses, yeah.
Yeah. So me personally, I'm like, okay, I start figuring out what works for me outside of the club. Other girls, it's hard to get out of the nightlife because you're drinking, you're smoking, you're having a great time. And sometimes you even be depressed. You're working month to month. You see them girls with the designer bags, the Birkins and stuff. They don't own nothing. Yeah. They don't have anything. And, 10, 15 years from now, they're going to be doing the same thing. And that's because we don't have, what is that called?
Retirement plan?
Yeah, we don't have someone around. You got to remember, strippers were bartenders were strippers, and all young girls.
Like mentor, you don't have a mentor.
Yeah, we don't have all of that around, in our world. So we don't have nobody to tell us go do this with your money, or set an example to where we oh, I should do this and I should do that too.
That's not true. That's not true. Huh? 15 years ago, you came to my office when I was a financial advisor.
Yes.
You remember?
I did. I actually brought it up to Michael the other day.
Yeah, because a lot of times people don't listen. Yeah.
I gave you a whole, first of all, you came to my office.
The blueprint?
I gave you a whole financial blueprint.
You did, but think about it, right? The only reason I was even introduced to you or exposed to you was because of Michael. If Michael would have never introduced me to you or exposed me to that, I probably would have been doing the same thing I was doing, 15 years ago.
Yeah.
You got to remember, we're only around hustlers who are other people that don't invest and do anything with their money. And we're also around, new girls that just came into the world and trying to survive. Mm-hmm. We're around people that don't know what to do with their money. They never even made that type of money. So we don't know. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like we have an idea, but we don't have anybody encouraging us or showing us. And some of us, we want to do this, but we don't even know where to start.
Yeah.
It's like buying a house. Everybody wants to buy a house, but they don't know where to start. They don't even know if they can.
So let me ask y'all this question, gentlemen. Do y'all know how to distinguish the difference between a woman like Aisha versus a normal, average woman, per se? Do y'all know how to establish the difference between the two? The reason why I'm asking is because I had learned to do that. I had learned to establish the type of woman that I was going out and talking to. Now, if I meet a woman like Aisha, guess what? My mindset is not to try to wife her up. My mindset is not to marry her. My mindset is not for her to be my girlfriend or anything like that. My only mindset is just to do one thing and one thing only. That's for her to simply be a pump and dump. Just being straight honest with you. Based on how the way she's presenting herself, and then when we have the conversation and she starts sharing with me her life, like say for example, our first time meeting each other, right? And I like, hey, let's go somewhere where we can meet. And she's like, okay, what you have in mind? I like, let's do something simple. Let's go and go to a park or whatever, so we could just chill and have a conversation and talk to each other. The moment when she reject that and say, nah, let's go to a restaurant, and then you ask like, okay, what restaurant you want to go to, and she mentioned any type of Michelin star restaurant, you already know right off the bat that she's the type of woman just like Aisha. Right off the bat. And that's good for you. The reason why it's good for you, because if you have game and charisma, whatever you call it, right, swag, whatever you want to call it, right, then you already understand the assignment that this is not a woman that you're trying to wife up or be in a relationship with. All you're trying to do is smash her. And so all you got to do is smash her. She already proven the point that you necessarily don't have to have money to smash these type of women, these type of archetype of women. All you have to do is have a mouthpiece. But however, there are simps and suckers out there that don't have a mouthpiece and they got to spend money. They got to spend money to play. But fortunately for me, I had game in the mouthpiece. I didn't have to spend a lot of money on them. Sure, all I spent was a cup of coffee. And within the hour, I'm just saying, that easy. But it's a difference between this type of woman and, actual woman that you'll meet out in the street saying, she's actual wife material. The reason why I'm telling y'all this, gentlemen, is because it's important for you to vet out these type of women so you won't get caught up. That's why I tell y'all all the time is that the beauty of a woman is what draws you to them, right? Undeniable. But however, what's going to sustain them, what's going to keep them is their characteristic, where their mindset is at. If they have a mindset like this earthhead Aisha, then you already know. But if their mindset is different, you already know. But let's continue.
So I think the nightlife do need someone to actually go in and be like, hey, you're making this type of money. You could be able to do this and do that. Also with credit, I didn't have anything on my credit, but I didn't have credit history. For the longest, it's like, yeah, I don't owe anything, but I have no history. I just been on standby pretty much to the United States. Like I don't do anything. So at first it was hard for me to do anything with my money because my credit, it's not bad, but I also have no history. Mm-hmm. So I feel like, a lot of young people, they don't know, it's not just about having good credit. You have to have a good history, on your timeline that you're paying things, you can afford to do this. So when everything was said and done, I have all this money and here comes my credit and, which plays a big part in things that you have to do. And I feel like the nightlife don't have anybody actually. And sometimes you do, especially now with social media, but they don't have anybody hands-on actually that can come and be like, hey,
you need to do a seminar.
This fool said,
You need to do
"Go
a
seminar."
I'll be right in icon.
No, but I'm serious. Think about it.
No, I mean they make a lot of money. They gotta make.
For
They gotta
sure.
make good decisions. They gotta make good decisions, and it's one of these things you don't know how long it's gonna last.
That's
You
true.
don't know. Honestly, anything could happen to you, and it'll be the dumbest things, like get fat, get washed up, the club closed down.
Yeah.
Like it's the smaller things that could just hinder you,
See
and
that
now you're not
happen?
making
Yeah,
30,
it's
40.
somewhere-
Huh?
Yeah.
That's a fact. That's
It
a
can
fact.
happen quickly.
Yeah,
a fact.
something that's happening. You can't work there no more. You get fired, and now nobody wants to hire you. You working at a regular club. So it just honestly, it would be nice if someone actually went in hands on and be like, "All right, girls, sign up. I'm gonna teach you what you do with your $20,000 a month." Because if not, we're just gonna blow it. We're gonna go buy a pair of shoes at $3,000. We're gonna go get our hair done. That's $1,500. You know, we're not gonna go to work because we have $20,000 we just made. We're gonna let homeboy flip it, and he's just gonna go spend it in the strip
He gonna
club.
blow it. Yeah, he about
Well,
to
you
blow
came.
it.
You came to Invest Fest 2 years ago. Why don't you? You should gather up a group.
A
and come
group?
to
I got an idea. Yeah.
Yeah.
A group, yeah. I
We'll
have,
make
you
it
know,
happen.
I
We'll
have
make it
a lot
happen.
of friends that do need help and stuff. And the only thing is that you gotta have patience, because working with girls, it is not as cute and sexy and fun as it looks like.
Hard-headed, boy.
Very hard-headed, and if not hard-headed, you have to deal with the man on the side telling her that sounds stupid. Meanwhile,
Or-
you don't have
yeah.
nothing going on.
Or management. Block it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The management
I
home.
agree with on that.
You also have girls that they say yeah and don't get it done. Then you
Procrastinators.
just have, it's just different things. Attitude, the alcohol, the drunkenness. Oh, you work with so and so I'm not working with you. So it has to be a group of girls that actually want to move forward and do something with their lives,
Yeah.
No.
and stick to it, because that's the problem. You see these girls doing a bunch of shit. One guy hair one day, next thing you know, she's selling taxes. Next thing you know, she got
a lot of that here in Houston, boy.
There's a lot of it in Atlanta. I'm just like, that gives out scammer. When I see a person or a woman doing that, automatically I label you as a scammer. You're selling books. Next day you're doing this. Now you're doing hair.
Real estate.
Yep.
Listen, scammer.
So why they can't be a jack of all trades though? Why they got to be a scammer? You know what I'm saying? Like me personally, I have a lot of different set of skills that I learned because I just wanted to learn it. You know what I'm saying? So that doesn't make me a scammer. That makes me a jack of all trades. So does like I said before, and I say again, she kind of got this masculine airhead mentality. And these sucker dudes sitting up here agreeing with her because she looked good. Yo, whatever you say, yo, I'm not going to challenge you on that because you look good and I wanted my turn next, pretty much.
You have to do all of that back to back, and you got something new going on and nothing works for you. You're scamming people.
Big facts.
Listen, you're scamming people. You're selling these books and these seminars and this shit.
And the workbooks. Yep.
How you doing seminars to do all of this, but you're struggling and you changing career every other month?
Yeah.
You're scamming. You're scamming people. Because if it's not working for you, why the hell you want to work for me?
Hello. You preaching. Yep.
Listen, sometimes I just sit and be like, even with the crypto thing now, this whole selling, teaching and doing all this stuff, if you're making so much money, you would not have time and the patience to be teaching other people to come into your world and not go against you, but you know what I mean?
Yeah, give you
create
all
them
those
into competition.
Yeah.
And this is a discussion that we had like not too long ago, and I'm just like, all these people are selling seminars left and right, and they don't even know what they're doing.
Shit, I need to start selling some seminars, man, on the cool though. If a Negro like Derek Jackson could sell out stadiums and stuff for his little seminars and his book and stuff, and he still do what he do, sure, why the hell I can't do that? I'm just saying.
You can tell by their lifestyle, but you want to follow it.
Hello.
Okay. Listen, look at the person's lifestyle. Look at what they're doing. See how long they've been doing it.
Ain't
If they
nothing
just
wrong being a
started
hustler.
2 weeks ago, a month ago, popped out of nowhere, it's just good advertisement.
Yeah.
That's
And
a fact.
yeah.
That's a fact.
So
Well, Aisha, thank you for coming.
I appreciate you.
Appreciate it. Tell the
You are the
people
best fest.
anything.
I said,
You
a
say
little
you a
worried
little
about
what?
I said, y'all know a little too much about me. I bring up some crazy stuff.
Oh no. You know, we kept it.
We're gonna keep you safe.
Kept it light. You know.
Yeah.
But it's good information because I do feel like, you know, it's a people always hear baddies and and it's like a lot of people don't really know what's actually happening behind those doors because this is a world that a lot of people are not in and a lot of people don't know.
Yeah.
They only see it on social media, but you know, I think
It's a lot more than what they see. It's not as nice. It's not as luxury how girls make it seem. They're not, you know, like the breaking back thing right now. 90% of them are fake. So don't feel pressure to like want to be like them. 95% of them girls don't look nothing like their photos, aren't living the lifestyle.
That's true.
And it's not as sweet as it looks. It's a lot of late nights, different personalities, a lot of broke nights that you go home with minus.
That's true.
And it's not like before where you just go to work and make a whole lot of money. And also, you know, the later you stay up, the faster you age. And every day is a new 18-year-old girl that's going to come for your spot. So that's what you want to do, you know. It's not all glamour, look cute, get your body done and go. It's a lot of work and patience.
You gotta have an exit plan.
Yeah, you gotta have a plan through and through.
Gotta have an exit plan.
She never stated her exit plan though. They asked her that question. She kind of just beat around the bush on it. So in reality, I believe that she don't have an exit plan at all, period, other than what she's doing now, like, you know, with real estate and different things like that, you know, them ventures. But her money is not lasting a lot now. She may be depleting her funds right now. That's probably why she got invited to these podcast episodes. She may had charged them a fee to bring her on the show. You know what I'm saying? So that's how she made her money for this. So I'm just saying. But I believe this episode is really, really good for us because we could see right off the bat, we could see how these type of modern women think. It's one thing for us to talk about it all the time on panels and whatever and stuff, right? But it's also good for us to see them in action in real time and understand the behavior behind it, gentlemen. So I believe the things that she shared with us was very beneficial. So if you were to meet women like this, right, you'll know how to navigate effectively, you know, with dealing with them. Now, one thing that I would tell y'all straight up is this. These type of women, they're not a wife material, period. I don't care if they say they're a retired stripper. I don't care if they said they didn't did this, they did this life and now, you know, they born again Christians or whatever. These type of women do not qualify for the type of men that they desire. They have to stay in their lane with them type of men. It is unfortunate, but it is what it is because they had chose that particular lifestyle to live. So therefore, gentlemen, when you run into these type of women, if your desire is just to pump and dump, smash them, then you need to leave it as that. Smash them, go on about your business and leave it at that. Don't try to wife them up. Don't try to fight for them. Don't try to be a white knight. Don't try to turn a hoe into a housewife or nothing like that. Nope. Because there are plenty of other women out there who really do qualify for the type of man that you are, or the type of man that you're striving to be, or the type of man that you know, whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? Harry, he said this, I'm a bartender in Las Vegas and it's ugly. Yeah, I know, bro. Las Vegas is a different beast too, for real. It really is. It really is. But yeah, it is. It's a strange world out there. And once again, I'm happy that she went on to this podcast and revealing this life to us so we can use this as a straight case study to let us know how the way to move in dealing with these type of women. Okay. Yeah, she's financially illiterate and not disciplined. Yes, absolutely. I agree. And yeah, Lionel also said this too. He's saying, I love how most of the 3 or 4s, they immediately go into real estate. But even when you go into real estate, right, you can buy a property or something, right? But if you're not leveraging it to where you could benefit from that, and all you did, in reality, all you did is just waste your money. You know what I'm saying? But that's another show for another time, gentlemen. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this particular episode with Aisha. She explained to us about her 150K thing that was going viral and stuff, right? And I had broke that thing down to you, and I was letting you know that due to her lifestyle that she currently have, then yeah, I can understand why she was saying that. Now, if you want to be a dude who's gonna match her on that and take her and do whatever you want to do, then that is totally on you as a dude. But I wouldn't recommend it at all. Period. I wouldn't. But yeah, y'all let me know what you think about this particular episode. Shout out to everyone who's in the building watching this show all the way to the very end. Those of y'all who participated in the chat, appreciate you a whole lot. Appreciate my moderators as well too. Appreciate everyone who's catching the replay as well too. And those of y'all who are not sub up to this channel and you're watching in the bushes, I don't know how many times I got to tell y'all this, but you need to sub up to this channel so you get more of this thought-provoking content. So not only you could be watching me, right, but you could participate in the chat, and also you could participate in the comment section as well too within my shorts and community wow that I post every single day. So if you're not sub up to the channel, sub up to the channel so you could be a part of the conversation, all right? Because we have a lot of conversations that happening over here at the lounge, all right? So other than that, thank y'all so much for tuning in, gentlemen and ladies who were here or here as well too. Make sure you have your notifications set when I go live again, and I will see y'all again on the next episode.